Hey, how you going everyone? It's Jamie G here. Thank you so much for joining me in this training. What I'm going to go through today is a full step-by-step tutorial on how to take PLR products, repackage them as your own, and list them on the likes of Warrior Plus to sell as your own product. I'm just going to jump on my computer and I'll see you guys right after this. Hey, how you going guys? Thank you so much for joining me and welcome back. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Jamie G. I cover internet marketing, affiliate marketing, how to get started online, and pretty much all things digital. If that's of interest to yourself, I'd love to have you guys join me. Feel free to hit the subscribe button and smash that bell icon to stay up to date with everything I'm putting out. Alrighty, so what we're covering today is a follow-up on a couple of the other videos I've done previously on PLR, which is private label rights. And from request of one of my loyal subscribers, thank you very much, and thank you for putting this suggestion out here for content. So the question was, can you please do a follow-up video and show us how you would upload these products to Warrior Plus? So what I'm going to go through is the process of, first of all, getting a product from a private label rights vendor, and then going through the process of actually uploading that to Warrior Plus. I've shown it how I've uploaded to other platforms such as Sellfy, which is sellfy.com, I think, if I remember correctly. It's been a little while since I've actually had to jump on it. Maybe I should. There's probably got some sales there that I don't know about. But anyway, so we're talking about Warrior Plus, just reason being it's a pretty big network. You can actually use a lot of these for the Warrior Plus network as well. And yeah, by the end of it, you're going to know basically how to find your product, find your PLR product, and how to upload that onto Warrior Plus as your own product. Now, a couple of little things I want to make very clear right now. There are different types of PLR, private label rights products, and different rights that you have when you are choosing a product. Some of them have what they call a master resale right, and that's basically the one you want. Means that you can pretty much do whatever you want with that product. You can mince it up, you can change the words, you can do anything, you can remove links, add links, whatever you want. Those are the ones that you're going to be able to add more value to. The ones that probably don't resonate or don't have the same, I guess, capacity with them is the ones that are simply just private label rights, where you can potentially sell them, but you can't adjust any of the information inside them, or perhaps that you can only give them away as bonuses. You can't actually sell them as your own products. You can't adjust prices. There's all sorts of stuff. So what I would suggest is, when you go through this process, to read through the documentation attached to each one. Every single one that I'm going to show you guys does have a document with it, and it will show you what you can and can't do as part of the the private label rights agreement. So anyway, I'll let you guys do your own homework. Just be buyer beware, basically, or user beware, I should say. Anyway, so I'm on the site that I love to use. It's called bigproductstore.com. There is a link below if you'd like to check it out. There is a free option where you can get some free PLR items. But having said that, if you're going to take this seriously as your own business, I do recommend you upgrade like I have, because it gives you access to thousands and thousands of PLR products. So regardless of whether you end up doing what I'm going to explain here, or even just using these as bonuses for your own affiliate programs, is a really, really great resource to have. Plus, there's some awesome trainings in there as well. So it's probably one of the largest, and probably one of the best ways of getting free trainings after you've obviously paid the initial amount. So I think there's something like over 5,000 products, if I'm not mistaken. It might be more, I don't know. I haven't counted for a long time. But anyway, has it on the sales page, I missed it. So I've just chosen this random product basically because a couple of things. I don't necessarily just want to take that product and go, bang, here it is on Warrior Plus. Great, thanks very much. What I really want is to be able to add something to the product. So I can either take this, which is an ebook, I've confirmed before, so that it is an ebook. I can then read through that ebook and basically create that ebook into a video series. I can rewrite parts of the ebook to add to it. I can add my own links to the ebook. I can do all sorts of stuff with that ebook, and obviously revamp it and I guess improve it in order for me to sell it. So that way, yes, I am taking something that already exists, and I've got rights to do so. And then I'm basically just revamping. I'm making it better than it was. So that way, at least there is a sense of originality. It's not just something that's been thrown around the internet already, like 1,000 times. The other reason why I chose this is, as you can see right there, it says product published on the 24th of May. So it was my late grandfather's birthday, ironically enough. But yeah, that was only, what, a week and a half ago now. So, I mean, it's pretty fresh. It means that it hasn't been distributed around the internet a million times. And, you know, we're not going to lose traction on what we're trying to achieve by uploading this to Warrior Plus. So, anyway, I've gone through. I haven't actually downloaded the product, and I'm not going to. But a lot of these will come with their own sales letters and sales pages and all that sort of stuff as well, in which case all you need to do, and again, I'll probably have to cover this in a separate videos, it's quite a lot more complex than just doing it, you know, in simple terms. But you actually have the HTML code that you can upload to your own URL website and basically treat it as your own website. So that's one option. The other thing you can also do is take the ad copy, which some of them are actually pretty good, to be honest. You can actually use that ad copy and then put it onto like I use, which is Builderall. Again, there is a link below. Click that to get started. 7-day free trial. You can actually set up a sales page pretty damn quick with Builderall, and especially if you've already got the ad copy from the existing products, then you can just use those. Now, a lot of these also do come with their own graphics, which means, again, it just makes our life so much more easier. We can basically go through this process easy, right? So anyway, like I say, so two things to make sure of before you go past this page or past this point. One is that you do have the rights to actually do whatever you like with it. That's really important because you don't want to be stung for copyright infringement or something like that. And if you can, even if you can just take the product and upload it elsewhere, I do suggest you try and make some sort of improvement with the product, no matter what that is. Even if it's something small, you just notice that there's a gap. Is there something that you can do to fill that gap? Is there a video training you've seen elsewhere that you could potentially add to that? Is there something, I guess, some sort of bonus that you could add that kind of fills that hole in the product? And doing so, you're going to be able to create it and treat it as your own product as well, right? So anyway, that's that. I think I've harped on long enough. So next part of this whole journey is we're going to go to warriorplus.com. Again, there is a link below. Feel free to click on that if you do not have an account. Now, what is Warrior Plus? Warrior Plus, first of all, is an incredibly large network to sell digital products online. So it's a huge affiliate network. It's a huge marketplace for digital products. There are many products being launched each and every day on Warrior Plus. It is absolutely huge. So what I'll get you to do is just go to warriorplus.com. If you don't have an account, there's an option on that screen to create a free account. All you need is your name and email address. Is really not that complex. We're going to let you guys go through that. And once you do finalize your account, check it, make sure that the email link's working, all that sort of stuff, you'll be greeted with this page here. And what we're looking to do, because we've now got our product, so you've downloaded it, you've gone through the process of trying to revamp it, you've read through the private label rights agreement to see what you can and can't do with the product, and we're now at this point where we're looking to actually create the product and upload it and all that sort of stuff as well. Now, nice and easy, all we need to do is come over here to where it says vendor. We're going to click on products just here. Alrighty, so like I mentioned before, a little caveat at this point as well, you will need to have your own sales page. It's not overly complex, doesn't need to be, you know, huge and all that sort of stuff, but you do need one at this point. If you haven't got one, like I say, jump onto Builderall. There is a link below to grab a 7-day free trial. It'll take you about an hour just to create a very simple page using the ad copy that you'll find in the PLR product. You can, again, you can revamp that to make it suit, make it more like you, and I guess fit the product and the changes that you've made to the product as well. So that's that. So what we need to do is just click on here to new product. Okay, so once we're on this page, a couple of things I need to mention at this point as well. So you've got offers and you've got products. Now the product is the actual core of what you're doing. So say, for example, you've got, going back to what we're using before, let's say that you've got a PDF as the main product. You've then got an upsell or a one-time offer, that's the video upgrade to watch videos instead. You've then got another one on top of that, which is, say, for example, selling the PLR rights to the entire funnel yourself. You've got another one which is like coaching, something like that. These all represent different products. Okay, so these will all tie into one offer. Hopefully that makes sense. So you've got, in that case, 4 different products and one offer, and the reason being is because they are linked, and that is part of your entire funnel. But in reality, the video training is a separate product from the ebook that you've uploaded and you're trying to sell as your front end, your first offer, right? Hopefully that makes sense. So I'll go through it. It'll probably make a little bit more sense as we start diving into a bit. So right here, I'm on the product page now. What sale type do we want? Is it a recurring? Is it a free? Or is it a buy now single payment? Of course, in this instance, is a buy now single payment. Product code we cannot change. Product name. So what was it? Offline gold mine or something, wasn't it? Offline riches for internet marketers. So we might want to change that name as well. I mean, if we've got full rights to it, we've updated it in some ways. We can just say something like offline. Might even be able to create a URL that represents that as well. Say something like, I don't know, offline Profit Pro, why not? I just made that up, Profit Pro. Delivery file, so again, if you have a PDF, you can literally just upload it there. Of course, there is a limitation on that, 100 megabytes. I would usually suggest that you direct people to a separate download page, because it just means that you're not going to have any hassles, or if, I guess if they are referring to a separate page, then it just allows you to put more information or potentially other affiliate links and stuff like that there as well. So that's how I would normally do it. And as you can see here, you've got the delivery URL. So I'm assuming if you've gone through this process, you might end up having the PDF on your own URL. So I'll give you an example. My one, actually I've got that. Hopefully I can remember it off the top of my head. Leadcur.solutions is my agency. 5 insider tips. Alrighty, so that's the URL there. They're going to be able to access that. Of course, you can have a full landing page yourself if you have gone through this process and have a delivery button there on that page. Sale notification. Do you want to set up sales notifications? I personally love it when I get a sales notification. It just feels good to see cash coming in. So I'm going to leave that on, of course. Content type. So this is, I'm going to call it front end as an ebook. Category, this is offline. So see if we've got anything here that represents that. I could go PLR white label, but that would imply that I'm actually selling that with PLR white label rights myself. So I'm probably not going to do that. Platforms, let's see if it's got anything there. Industries, ecom, local business, probably the best one. There we go. Keywords, offline. You can put whatever you want there. I think this you can have up to 3 keywords, but it might be something like client attraction or getting clients, things like that, for example. Now you want to, as part of the download, usually you'll have a graphics pack as part of that. You want to upload the graphics there. So obviously the product image, in this case it was just the front page of that actual ebook. Alternatively, you can have it default. I would not leave it as default though. Do you want to limit sales? I can't imagine why you would, because, you know, whatever. The only time you might do something like that is if you have, I guess, some sort of scarcity tactic that you're using. It's a PDF though, so I don't know why you would. But yeah, I mean, it could work. Say, for example, there's only 100 available because you don't want the secret to get out there. You might just be, you know, have your sales copy to do with that. So I'm just going to leave that blank. Look, you want to be fair. I mean, some people, one of the courses that I came across recently, this gentleman was selling something for $100 and there was no refunds. He had an incredible sales copy, looked really flash, selling it for $100. I didn't buy it. Someone I know bought it and it was just crap. It really was just very, very, very basic information. It had been sold like it was the be all or end all to, I guess, chatbots and things like that. So to open the product, it had no refund. So, and this guy had sold 8,000 copies. So anyway, I don't like that. I think it's just incredibly poor marketing and poor tactics, and makes the entire industry look bad. So, look, I always go with 30 days. It's up to you. You can play around with that 14. End of the day, I mean, it's a PDF, so I don't know. Some people are just going to skim through it and then kind of throw it away and want a refund straight away. So, I mean, it's up to you. Whatever you're happy with. But I mean, how long do you give someone to read a PDF and actually take action? You might want to just go 14 days. It's up to you. It doesn't really make a huge difference. A lot of the time, by the time someone reads through the sales page, all that sort of stuff, they made the buying decision. These things are there to help the consumer if they get cold feet or whatever. But in reality, it's up to you. So you can actually leave that blank. That'll just apply, have Warrior Plus's default setting there for the terms and conditions. Support email, of course, I'm just going to put my agency one, don't copy it. Support URL. If you do have one, yeah, you can just have a, like, say if you've got a, can't think of the name of them, like a VA, virtual assistant, and they have their own website, for example, you put that there as a support thing. So you can connect your PayPal account there. So obviously put mine in there. I do also have Stripe, so I'm going to put that there as well. And you may or may not have Stripe. I understand if you don't. Hopefully you've got PayPal. It's probably the only thing you would need. Although there has been a bit of a clamping down in the industry recently from PayPal. They've shut down a whole bunch of accounts. Not shut down, but they have limited the outgoing payments and had a 90-day hold on a lot of people's money out of nowhere. So pretty crap. I would suggest looking at Stripe for that very reason. Yeah. How much are we going to sell it for? That's the million-dollar question. So at this point, it's probably quite important to talk about sales funnels. Now, I've gone over this quite a bit in other trainings and whatnot, but just to recap, I guess, ideally, where these products are really well suited is a very low front-end offer. So, for example, basically under $30 pretty much is low end. But I mean, for something like this, you'd be quite happy to sell it for $7, maybe $9, maybe $13, something like that, $12.95, for example. So in this case, I'm just going to go $7. Why not? Or I can do it the other way around, make it seem like it's got a sense of urgency on it. So I can go $12.95 as the normal price, and for today we're just selling it for $7. So that way, when you see it on that, you can have it as a starting point for dime sales, things like that. Dime sale, by the way, is basically if you're selling an item and someone buys it, the price will increase per sale. So it's a really good scarcity tactic that gets used quite a lot in this industry. And basically, if the launch period goes for, say, 5 days, for argument's sake, they might end that dime sale, then it'll go back up to regular price. So one of the things I was promoting recently was actually a $100 front end, but they had it reduced down to $27 for the launch, which meant that it made a lot of sales because people just wanted this thing. It was really good. So, completely up to you how you guys do it. Do you want to have a dime sale? It's completely optional. You don't have to. I'm going to leave this blank in this instance, but you can actually increase it by a certain amount. So it doesn't have to be 1 cent or whatever. It can be 5, 20, 30, whatever you like. It probably depends on how popular you are as a vendor and I guess how many sales you anticipate. So again, I'm not going to bother with that tactic. Okay, no, it's going to make me go do that tactic. Okay, I'm going to leave that one. You can integrate things like your autoresponder. I have GetResponse, so I would integrate that, and that would automatically connect all my buyers to my own buyers list, which is super important. That's probably one of the main reasons why we want to go down this path and do this, because basically a buyers list is so much more powerful than having built a list through freebies, because you've provided something of value to someone and they are 10 times more likely to buy something else when you make that recommendation if they have already exchanged money and bought something from you and you've provided value. It's a funny psychological thing. So you just connect that. I'm not going to go through that process right now. It's not something I need to do. I think I'm actually already connected anyway. External tracking pixels. So this would be Facebook pixel, Google tags, Pinterest tags, Quora, Reddit, all that stuff. You can put them all in there, and that way YouTube as well, of course. And so that way when people go to your landing page. If they don't end up buying anything, you can create an audience out of those people and start retargeting them with ads and like, hey, get your offer here and all that sort of stuff. Pretty cool. So advanced integrations, I'm not going to go through that. We're not really relevant for what we're doing. Membership software, if you got that, again, not relevant for us right now. Custom integrations for different things, again, not really what we need to do. Commission rate, this is the fun part. Okay, so ideally you want affiliates to jump on board and start promoting this offer for you. That's the entire purpose of why you're doing it, of course, and to make money from the sales. So what are we going to do? For me, the front end in particular, this is obviously, if you remember, I mentioned that this is just one product out of, it might be 4 products in this. So I'm going to have to repeat this process and go, upsell 1, OTO 1, OTO 2, blah, blah, blah. And each one's going to have a different commission percentage. So this one, the industry standard for these types of front-end short, small price products is 100%. So I'm quite happy to give away 100% to attract affiliates. Yeah. So now you can put in whatever you want here. Like, this PDF is awesome. Da, 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 da. And thanks very much for being part of it. I'll just put thanks, whatever. Affiliate accelerator. So do you want Warrior Plus to try and push your program and try and push your product to get other affiliates on board? I'm going to say yes, because we want people to be trying to sell this thing. That's the whole idea, right? So there you go. Warrior Plus settings. Is it eligible for deal of the day? If it is deal of the day, it's great for you as a vendor. It means that you know what you're doing. You're able to get some sort of clout and influence. It also means that there's a potential to get more sales, because Warrior Plus have their own email list that they will be emailing to basically help you out as well. Warrior Plus commission. So what are we doing here? Now, again, I want to give them 100% on this particular product, although it's up to you. Maybe you might want to give them less because you want to actually make some money out of the front end. I would go with 100% because then they're a lot more likely to bump it up. Of course, you want to give them access to anything there as well. Product status. Is it available for sale? Yes, it damn well is. And ownership. Here's the interesting part. Right. So you can see there, I am the original creator and or exclusive owner of this product, or I have a non-exclusive license to distribute this product, private label rights, reseller rights, blah, blah, blah. As I mentioned, make sure you read what your rights are and what you can and can't do with the product. Yeah, so we want to go on that one for this particular part of it. Bang, certification, yes, and save. Now, I'm not going to save because I've made a couple of errors along the way. It's not really relevant. But what the next part is, like I say, you want to repeat this process for all the products in there. If it's just the PDF and you're happy with that, that's absolutely fine. But bear in mind that if you're giving away 100% commission, you're not going to make any money. So the idea being is that you get someone in at the low end, $7.95, blah, blah, blah. That's part of the funnel. What it means is human psychology is a funny thing, but if, for example, you've got something there that's $7 and then they see another page and it says, hey, don't go yet. We really want to help you out. Here's something that we've created that we think is going to make your life a lot easier. It's only $27. There's a very strong possibility that people, some of those people, usually around 20%, will take up that upsell offer if it's framed in the right way. And that is how a lot of these guys are making a lot of money. They're giving 100% commission away on the front end, and they're taking 50%, 50%, 50% on the OTOs along the funnel. So like I say, you want to repeat this process for however big your funnel is going to be. And bear in mind that you do need a different page for each one. So OTO 1, OTO 2, OTO, et cetera, et cetera. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just assume that you're going to do the one page to keep things easy, no upsells, et cetera. In which case, like I say, you probably want to adjust the commission, up to you, unless you're just focusing on building a buyers list. What I'm going to do is come over here to just on the offers page now. So like I mentioned before, you might have 4 different products as part of your sales funnel, but they all tie into one offer. And that's, like I say, the important part to note on all that, right? So anyway, nice and easy. So as an example, I have, as part of my list floater, it was my first attempt at a product. It only had 2 upsells, so it was an OTO 1, OTO 2. And basically what they offered, and obviously the front end as well. Now, as you can see here, they all tie into one offer. So it was 3 products, 1 offer, yeah? and that's the sales funnel. So what we're going to do is scroll back up here. We're going to go on new offer. So this is the offer number 1. So I'm just going to go, what was it? Offline Profit Pro, wasn't it? Profit Pro. Obviously add a description. You know, this is this easy to digest PDF is easy to digest PDF. Something's going to sell the product. PDF is awesome. Awesome. Yeah, cool. What category does it fall under? Same as we mentioned before. Some keywords again. I'm just going to say offline, but I think you can put up to 3 there as well. Yep, offline is a word. Okay, it has to match up with something. There we go, offline. Cool, okay, do we want to put an image? I would suggest that you do. Again, if you are using this method, then the PDF that you find or the offer of the PLR item that you find usually will have its own images. I'll let you do your homework in regard to that. Do we want this on or off? Is it going to be on right now? Yes, basically we do want it on, and that's it. We hit the geo button, and we hit the create button. Okay, so once we've gone through that process of creating the initial part of the offer, you're going to be led through to this page, of course, and this is where we put in things like the sales page. We put in the delivery, how it's delivered, the date that it goes live, all that sort of stuff. And it's really straightforward. So hopefully, if I've still got that saved, yes, okay. I'll just assume that that's my sales page. Do we want a Warrior special offer post? No, not on this occasion. I think from memory it costs about $20, I think, off the top of my head. You're welcome to. Something you might want to play around with. There's a chunk of people that hang out in Warrior Plus, in the Warrior Forum, sorry. You're welcome to go and create a post in there as well, which might help with your sales. I haven't bothered in my case because I'm sort of relying on affiliates and whatnot coming in to actually promote it for me. What do I want on the checkout? Now, this is pretty cool. So you can either have your own image or the Warrior Plus default or a specific offer for that particular product. I'm just going to go with the default. Do we want a coupon? No. So just the default one's fine for me. I don't really mind. You can actually adjust that if you choose to. I'm quite happy with them because it's quite familiar once you start getting into this. People going, oh yeah, cool, Warrior Plus, okay, I'll buy that then. Do we want external tracking? Again, you're allowed to have that option, and that will allow your affiliates to have that option there as well. I'm not going to bother. Is there a pre-launch? So why you would do a pre-launch is basically to get interest. People are able to promote that before it goes live. They can do their reviews. They can do their, emails, their chat bots, their videos, all that sort of stuff. So do you want to have just a Warrior Plus hosted? If that's the case, all it will say is when you click on the buy button, it'll take you to Warrior Plus, or will just come up with a thing that says, you know, not available till X date, or goes live in X amount of hours, or whatever the case may be, right? What do I put there? Pre-launch settings. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to go no pre-launch. I'll let you figure that out. It's really not that complex. Just put in the dates and fill those details out. Are we going to allow affiliates? Hell yeah, we want to allow affiliates. 100%, baby. All right, so again, you just need to say why you think it's a good product to promote and how it can help the affiliates out. So in this case, I'll just go 100% front end. Obviously, you want to write it out properly. Front end, blah, 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 blah. I'll let you guys basically decide on that. It's not overly complex. You also want to put down a JV page. Now, JV page is literally just a page that has information about the actual launch itself. Are you having any prizes? Probably not, because it'll be, I'm assuming one of your first times doing this. Is there anything that you can do, like email swipes? I guess any information regarding the launch, how long it goes for, whether you reciprocate on their launches as well, the entire detail about the front end, the OTO, what each one can give the end user, things like that. So I'm just going to put in a URL. Do you have an affiliate list? No, probably not. But basically what that is, hey, this is the leaderboard. Hey, things are going well. 2,000 sales, everything's going great. things like that. That's where you hear that. Do we want to go on the affiliate accelerator? Yes, you probably do. I'm just going to leave that off for this example. Click on create. Alrighty, so then when we get to this page, obviously this is where the magic starts happening, because now we've got our offer. Now we want to add our products to that offer. So the way we go about this is obviously just click on add a product, or the big green button there. Either one, doesn't matter. Let's go for it. So that's one of the things that I had. So I'm just going to go, okay, because these are the products that I've actually got here, right? So what I want, commission bump, no. Auto approve a buyer, no. So basically what that means is if someone buys it, they can be automatically approved to be an affiliate as well. Not going to bother with that one. Click on save. Alrighty, so if you have an upsell, as I mentioned before, then you would just apply this same principle here. Click to create a new one. So this would basically allow you to go through that process. So that way you have it in sequence of basically what products go in which order. Doesn't seem to have done anything, but basically if you wanted to connect that, you can either just click on here. So you can add an upsell, but we're not going to do that because this is the upsell that it's going to lead to anyway. You also got a downsell there as well. Now downsell, you wouldn't ever put this on the front end, to be honest, but what you would do is if you had just one OTO, one-time offer, then what you might have is, great, this is your one-time offer, it is $37, and then someone says no thanks, and then at the next page it goes, hey, great, completely understand, but while you're here, how about we give it to you for $17, you get 20 bucks off. And it's a psychological thing once again where people just go, oh yeah, okay, then why not? Bang, looks like a whole bunch of value, so bang, I need it. Here's a bit of extra cash. And that means that you're increasing the overall value of the funnel, and you're also helping to capture some of those buyers that might have gone, oh no, 37 bucks, no way. Oh, well, 17, yeah, of course, I can't miss out on that. It's ridiculous, of course not. So anyway, once you've gone through that process, like I say, I'm not going to go through this right now because you now hopefully have a good understanding of the process. You have something that looks like this, and as you can see, you've got your upsell, and you can have these just keep going and going and going. You have PLR rights that you're selling yourself, and then coaching at the end of it. And each one you can also attach a downsell to. So this one might go one upsell, one upsell, one upsell. So 3 OTOs, 3 one-time offers. And then you can have a downsell attached to each one. So, all right, cool. This one's 37 bucks, but no, person doesn't want it. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Then it's going to go down to $17. And then if they buy that, or if they don't buy that, it's going to go to the next one, OTO 2, one-time offer 2, upsell 2. And that one is, I don't know, PLR writes the entire funnel, and that is $97. And someone says, no thanks, I don't want that. Okay, well, how about $47? Oh, well, that's a great bargain, I'll buy that. And then it goes to the next one, which is one-on-one coaching with Jamie for 500 bucks an hour. Oh, that's way too expensive. Okay, well, what about 250 then? Okay, great deal. So that's how you do it. But again, bear in mind that if you plan on adding upsells, downsells, a downsell is considered another product in itself. So make sure you label it clearly when you're creating the product. So I know it's a lot of work, but it's well worth it, because once you get it up and running, then obviously it's an asset that sits there and continue making you money forever, basically. So anyway, that is it. Now the last and final piece, and I am conscious of time, I know I've been going on a little bit here, is you get the code. Now the code is obviously the buy button. So you can now put this code on your website. As you can see, this is what it looks like. Very nice. Not bad. And of course, this is live on my Listsploder. If you do want to grab my Listsploder training, it is still available. It's listsploder.live. Check it out. $7. Shows you how to blow up your list, and everyone knows that the money is in the list, so jump on it. Now you can also change all these details as well. You can go orange, you can go red, you can go silver, you can have it flat. You can change all these things here so it matches more in line with your sales page. And then all you need to do is quite simply grab the HTML, you copy that, and then you add that code in your sales page, and that's it, done. Nice and easy. And that'll redirect them to Warrior Plus. take them through that payment gateway. You get credited with the money unless you're giving 100% of the commission away. And obviously, you've then got a buyer into your buyers list. So nice and easy. Anyway, that's it for me. Hopefully this makes sense. Now, I know that I haven't gone over the creation of the sales funnel part. As you can see, this is somewhat of a long-winded process, even just to get here. So I might have to cover that in another video. Hopefully you guys got value. Let me know in the comments below. Give me a like, give me some comments, give me some love. I would love it. And let me know if there's anything else you want to learn. But what I do suggest is you watch this video a couple of times and you pause, you take notes, and you implement what you're learning. Now, this particular training I've gone through is something that a lot of other people have paid quite a significant amount of money for. I'm giving it away for free because I like you guys. Hopefully I help someone out there, and hopefully it benefits someone who's prepared to take action. Right, that's it for me. Like I say, leave a comment, give me a thumbs up or whatever the hell you kids are calling it these days, and thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.